I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, you need to do something. And he did. He did.
Same shit that everybody else been saying since I moved to 147. I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them. Stump a mud hole in it. He gonna be next. Watch.
Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford aren't just sharing the stage. They're setting it on fire. The tension hasn't let up since the first verbal volley, culminating in a cold glare that forced Dana White himself to step in. This isn't hype. It's personal.
You know what? I didn't. He did before. He tried to welcome me back. And it just was my reaction. That's it.
In their most heated face-off yet, Crawford didn't hold back. He leaned in, calm but deadly. Come fight night, there won't be no pushing, just punishment. I'll stomp a mud hole in your ass. That wasn't just bravado. That was a declaration of war.
When I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stump a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? You gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Watch.
This entire build-up hasn't felt like a traditional press tour. It's felt like a fuse being lit. Crawford has been brushing off the theatrics with laughter, but behind that calm smile, there's a storm brewing. He hasn't come to shake hands. He's come to make history.
Listen, that wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not going to be pushing, we're going to be punching. So it doesn't even matter.
Brian Bomac McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, spoke bluntly about how the early rounds may unfold. That first round's going to be hard. He said, a test of timing, distance, and feel. He didn't sugarcoat the danger. Kane, low is a seasoned, powerful force. But Bomac also emphasized one key truth.
This is going to play out, man. You know, like I always say, it's going to be a tough few rounds, you know, until Terence makes his adjustments, and then, like he does every fight, he's going to take it over and run away with it.
Crawford follows a pattern. Once he makes his reads and adjusts to your rhythm, the fight turns. Quickly, this isn't hype. It's the voice of a trainer who's watched his fighter decode every style he's ever faced.
The longer they let Terence grow, the worse off they're going to be. So that's how I look at it, like that. You just look at it, a big dude.
Yeah, no, you look pretty filled out, pretty solid.
And Canelo, he's not staying quiet either. He compared the heat around this fight to his battle with Billy Joe Saunders. This is the same fire, and when that fire burns, I become a different beast. Canelo thrives in chaos, and Crawford just threw gasoline on it.
Question for Bud Crawford. You know, a lot of MMA fans, UFC fans, may not have ever seen you fight before, and they might tune in because Dana and the UFC are involved. So what has it been like maybe introducing yourself to a lot of MMA?
Even the outside voices are joining the fray. Jake Paul, never far from a hot take, slammed the fight's marketing, calling it a mismatch between hype and reality. Love him or hate him, his comments stirred even more controversy.
I think it's corny, to be honest. You know, I tweeted, imagine if Ronaldo and Messi had dinner together before the World Cup. That's just not how real competitors. You think Michael Jordan was doing that type of shit? So I think it's corny, and I would never engage in any of those activities.
Meanwhile, Canelo has drawn his own line in the sand. He made it clear, I don't respect Crawford anymore. He took offense to Crawford's press conference remarks, especially when Crawford said he wasn't here to meet expectations. That hit a nerve.
A little bit more personal because, you know, I did respect him. I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like he welcome me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't f with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different.
Canelo even suggested that Crawford was being coached to provoke him. They told him to walk me down. But if he messes with me, his career will be over. Crawford calmly replied, I didn't touch him, but the message was loud.
I didn't touch him.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First
we know.
first
we
and
know.
foremost.
We know. Before I respect his word because he say, oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do, and he did. So, but you know me. I respect everybody, but if with me, so it's gonna be different.
Crawford's decision to meet Canelo at his weight class is more than bold. It's defiant, even historic, in an era where fighters protect their records. Crawford is chasing greatness, risk be damned. Already the only man in the four belt, heir to unify two divisions while undefeated. He now seeks a third against the face of boxing himself.
Over 60% for his mind. If you say, Bernard, give me a number.
Give me a number.
He has an 85+ chance to beat.
Hall of Famer Bernard Hopkins took notice. He gave Crawford an 85% chance of victory, not based on stats, but on soul. Most fighters break under pressure, he said, but Crawford, his objective is internal. He must believe, fully, that nothing Canelo throws will break him.
He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something. But to go in there and to let him know, establish that from the first round, that I belong, without showing that I am tough. I earned my position to be here. And I want to show you, even though you're being stubborn, that your time not only have came, but it's going.
Teddy Atlas echoed that fire. He's picking Crawford without hesitation. Forget civility. Atlas said, this isn't about disrespecting Canelo's legacy. It's about seeing a man ready to dethrone the king.
I'm taking Crawford. He'll handle it all. That's it. I am. I'm not in any way trying to shortcome the tremendous fighter named Canelo. I like Canelo a lot, but I like Crawford more. I like Crawford, and I liked him before Canelo didn't look great in his last fight against Skull. I liked him when the fight was first made 2 years ago, or talked about 2 years ago, or close to 2 years ago.
Even Crawford himself is measured but confident. Yeah, he's definitely heavier than me, but I've got tools he doesn't. It's going to be a great fight. And Amir Khan, one of the few men to share the ring with both, added context.
You know, it's a hard fight to call Canelo Crawford because, you know, Crawford is a big guy as well. I mean, I normally would say Canelo because he's a bigger guy, but and normally he's bigger than his opponents and he puts on the weight well. And when I fought him, he was much heavier. And
Khan noted the size difference. Canelo rehydrates and comes away heavier. His punches felt like something beyond normal. He respected Crawford's sharpness and power, but admitted that Canelo's raw strength might change everything.
But then again, when I fought against Crawford was as big as Canelo. But I just don't feel that Crawford hits as hard as Canelo. Canelo hits very hard. I mean, his power is, you know what I mean? His power is like unreal.
Still, Khan called it close. Crawford's got power, don't get me wrong, but it's not that one punch. Fight-tending kind. Canelo has that.
With Crawford's got power, don't get me wrong, Crawford's got amazing power. But the thing is that it's not that knockout power that Canelo has. Now, you have to understand, I fought Canelo 10 years ago or so. Now, is that the same Canelo that is out there now? But a lot of people saying Canelo's maybe past his best. Crawford's come off some good wins, looking really good. But still, the age is very similar. Both guys are getting on towards the end of their career. I think it's evenly matched, but I do lean more towards Canelo in this one, even though Crawford's a very close friend of mine and helped me in my training camp for my last fight. But it's a hard fight to call because both fighters are at the top of the game. I think it's something that boxing's not seen for a very, very long time, where you've got two fighters. It's hard to say who's going to win. It is a 50-50 fight. Is it skill or power that's going to win, or is it skill or speed that's going to win the fight? We don't know. But
Crawford isn't fighting to survive. He's fighting to win with his speed, mentality, and rhythm. He believes he can do what others haven't. Andre Berto echoed this on the Porter Way podcast. He ain't just trying to hang in there. He's going to take it.
That it's going to be a great fight, and two of the best are fighting the best. I mean, my opinion, I think you can put Crawford in any position, and man, for some way he knows how to figure it out to get out of that position. I mean, and he got that dog in him.
Frank Martin also weighed in, dismissing the idea that Crawford would adopt a cautious approach like others before him. Those bigger guys, usually slower, Crawford's coming in sharp. And when that fire gets close, it's Canelo who sees. Ghosts. Ghosts like Mayweather, who recently reappeared, not with gloves, but sharp words.
Or we'll see, Canelo just annihilate him because of the weight. You have to remember that Crawford is a 47-pounder or 54-pounder coming, and Canelo has fought he's probably weighed 200 pounds in the ring at one point. So, and it makes a huge difference, guys. 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds makes a huge difference. So, especially at the elite level. So, I think it's a great fight.
Y'all keep praising this dude. I was nearly 40 when I cooked him. Canelo ain't what y'all think he is. Add Oscar De La Hoya to the mix, another legend. Now offering layered analysis and pointed critiques, the voices are getting louder.
I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win.
I feel like more than anything, he has a mental edge over Canelo.
You could possibly say that. Yeah. Possibly say that. Has he lost yet?
No.
You see Canelo go down the stretch and second guess himself sometimes. There it is right there, though.
This isn't just a fight. It's a moment in boxing history, the clash of two eras, the collision of skill, will, and belief. So now we ask, will Crawford carve his name into the record books yet again, or will Canelo remind the world why he's still the face of boxing? Drop your predictions in the comments. Smash that like button. Subscribe for more real fight breakdowns, because the fight of the decade is here.